All right, welcome back inside our studios. Jeremy St. Louis alongside Damian Harris, Danny Cannell, and Beanie Wells. Clemson getting set to potentially book their spot in the ACC title game, and we are now very happy to have their head coach joining us here on the show. Dabo Swinney joining us here on the pregame show. Dabo, thanks for hopping on with us.
Good morning. Good to see you guys. Hope you're all well.
Coach, we really appreciate the time. I want to start. I am the lone ACC apologist on here who is always pounding the table saying make sure we get the same treatment that some of these SEC guys do. Why aren't you guys in that discussion with the two-loss SEC teams that everyone seems to be debating about should they get in the playoffs? And yet I feel like you guys are an afterthought, and I think it's wrong. How do we get you into that conversation?
Danny, I think you know the answer to that as well as I do. It is what it is, but, the truth of the matter is, we schedule a tough schedule every year. We've done that since I've been the head coach. We try to play two SEC teams every year, and if you check our record versus SEC opponents, it's pretty dang good. And I'm talking about at the highest level, not just regular season. Our regular season record is outstanding. Our playoff record against SEC is outstanding. Our record against the Big Ten and Notre Dame's pretty good too. That's been our philosophy for a long time. It'd be easy to not schedule those games, but I've always believed that that's how you teach your team. And sometimes you have some good days and sometimes you have some bad days. But the reality is we've got 6 power conference wins by double digits, which is tied for first in the nation. And we've got 7 power conference wins, which is tied for second in the nation. That's the reality of it. People spin things however they want, and there's, a million narratives that happen year in and year out. But, man, I just stay focused on Clemson and just trying to, continue to be the consistent program that we've been for a long time. We got a chance to get a 9th win today. For the 14th year in a row and become only the 4th team in the history of football to do that ever. So we just try to stay consistent, control what we control, and let you guys sit around and talk about all that. But I appreciate you, Danny. I appreciate you fighting for the ACC. And hey, all I know is we've been in 4 national championships. We've won 2 of them. We've got the 2nd most playoff wins. We've won 8 league titles in the last 12 years. We've scheduled tough, and all you can do is play the schedule that you have. It is what it is, but we basically have an SEC Big Ten Invitational. That's really what we got in college football. So you just got to focus on what you got.
Coach, Beanie Wells here. I love what you've done throughout your career. You've had some phenomenal years and still have everything right in front of you this year. The question that I do have, though, is, we know that you've been a guy that's been vocal about, developing your own and, going out and developing your homegrown guys that you recruited from ground up. In this day and age in college football with NIL and the transfer portal, has it affected your philosophy in terms of recruiting?
No, it's just a new tool that you have. We signed a kid out of the portal 2 out of the last 3 years. But if I've said this many times, if I left and went somewhere else today, half the team would leave. So, you couldn't just build your roster with freshmen. But we evaluate in real time every single year what's best for our team, what's best for these kids, what's best for Clemson. And the reality is, 2nd year in a row, we got the highest graduation rate in America. Just came out a couple days ago, 99%. That's the highest posted in 20 years in college football. I think we were 2nd in retention this year, meaning fewest kids leaving our program. So we don't have a lot of spots, and we love the kids. Everybody wants me to go get a total quarterback. I love Cade Klubnik. He's getting better. I love Phil Maffa. So, we make decisions year in and year out. I'm not anti anything. Everybody likes to make all these narratives and stories, but, we just focus on trying to be consistent. I'm purpose-driven, and we don't get away from that purpose. And we do whatever we need to do to fulfill that purpose. We gotta, if we have a bunch of kids leave, or we feel like we've got a gap or a specific need, we're going to do whatever we need to do. And again, we've signed a portal kid 2 out of the last 3 years. And I just believe in culture. I believe in loyalty. I believe in commitment. I know those are all bad things today. Those aren't sexy terms. And I believe in education. as the first college graduate of my family, I think I have a responsibility as an adult to equip my men, to equip these players as men, and to make sure that we do everything we can to get them an education, to help them become the best player that they can be. I'm first in first-round draft picks, and I'm first in draft picks in the past 16 years of any coach in college football. And, oh, by the way, our guys do really, really well financially as well. And once rev share gets here, I think that's going to settle some things out. So we're second in retention around here for a reason. You know, our kids love it here. We're not perfect. I'm far from perfect. But, man, I love my players, and I care about the 30-year-old version of them. And that's how I run this program. What's best for the 30-year-old version of this kid when he's going to see life through a different lens? That's what I care about more than anything. And, you know, if we need to sign a whole class out of the portal because our team sucks and we don't have any good players and all that, fine. But, again, we're going for a 14th consecutive 9+ win season. And if that was easy to do, there'd be more than 4 teams in the history of football to do that. So, man, I stand on the foundation that this program was built on. I love these players. That's never changed, never going to change. I believe in my guys. We've never won at Clemson trying to be like everybody else. I live by George Washington Carver. He says, when you do the common things in an uncommon way, you command the attention of the world. We've done the common things in an uncommon way. We're an uncommon program. We're a unique program. You know, simple as that. Recruiting is a very common thing in our world. We do it in an uncommon way. So if people have a problem with that, hey, whatever. Just, you know, count our wins. Count our wins. Count our championships. More importantly, see the type of men that are being developed and equipped through our program year in and year out. So, because, you know, that's what really matters to me. When it's all said and done, in the end, all we have is us and us. Like, it's just me, and I got to be happy with me and how I've lived my life. And I know this, man, I got no regrets. When I look back on my time here at Clemson, man, I know that we have been able, through the platform of football and education, we've been able to change a lot of people's lives. And that's a blessing. And we've won because at Clemson, 2 + 2 = 10. That's how we've won. We've never had the same TV contract. We've never had a #1 recruiting class. We're 8 to 15 every single year. But we're the second winningest team in the country the last 15 years. You know, and they say, well, you don't play nobody. Well, we the only ones that don't play nobody. You know, and last time I checked, you know, you can check our records against the best of the best on planet Earth in the past 15 years.
Love it.
And so, you know what? I've never won trying to be like everybody else. I don't know how to be anybody but me.
Coach,
that's a problem for people. Then, hey, that's what it is. I'm a child of God, and I'm led by faith, and I stand on that. And every decision, and it's not just me, man. I got a village. You know, I don't just walk in and wave a wand. I got a bunch of great people. I got 25 former players on this staff that built this place, right? And we are purpose-driven, and we're all aligned in how we go about our business. It's not for everybody, but if you want to come to a place that's got structure and accountability and discipline and love and as a family, Clemson's the place to come, man. And we're going to win. We've always won. Always. Maybe we're not going to win the national championship every year. We've won 3 in 129 years. But here's what we are going to do. We're going to build great men by how we do it. And when kids leave here, when they're 30, they're going to be connected to something, and they're going to know that they were around great people. And we're not going to let the game use the players that come to Clemson. We're going to teach them how to use the game.
Love it, love it. And if I was playing age, Coach, you've got me sold. I would go. I would definitely go.
Coach, I got 2 sons. My sons, I mean, you just gave me a pitch right there. My sons would be going to Clemson.
Absolutely. Coach Dabo, just want to say, Damian Harris here. I had many matchups against you. I respect everything that you do. I hated playing against you, but I love what you do. Yes, sir, the one and only. I was looking for that exact response when you heard my name. Listen, I love and respect everything that you do at Clemson. Like I said, I hated competing against you, but it was only because you run Clemson as a first-class organization. I respect everything you do. Thank you so much for the time coming on and chat with us. And, man, I look to see you keep doing great things.
Damian, I can't let you get off here because, you know, you kept me up many nights.
Good.
And listen, you talk about not fair. All right, I show up. They got Damian Harris, Najee Harris, and Josh Jacobs. I think it's like the 13th guy. I mean, that's not fair. That's not fair.
You still got one away from us, though. I only have 2 national championships because of you. That's all. That's all.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Really appreciate your time.
Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. Good luck against the Citadel today.
Hopefully y'all will get some good stuff out of that. Man, there can be some clickbaits on Swinney stuff. That he's a terrible person and he hates players and all that stuff that everybody likes to spread. Hopefully y'all can get a little something out of that.
Nothing but love for you, Coach.
Man. Thanks
Appreciate
for doing
Appreciate your time, Coach. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Nothing but love for you, Coach. Dabo Swinney, coach of Clemson, joining us today. They're going to take on the Citadel this afternoon before finishing against South Carolina. Can still get to the ACC title game. More college football pregame coming up next.